Question.
Hello, hello.
Hey, honey.
How is ya?
Pardon?
How is ya?
Good. What's wrong though? What's going on? What did you guys hear? What happened?
Oh, no, just Ro said you seen you guys' lips and said something about you guys were pissed when they came off the block.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what she heard you say or seen you say.
No, we didn't talk about Ro and Sabrina coming off the
about
block.
backstabbing an alliance.
Backstab. They're backstabbing an alliance?
That's what you guys said. I don't know. I was just going with what Ro said. Then I turned around and went to sleep.
Ro is such a little evil person.
Yeah.
No.
I seen that I say backstab. I didn't say like backstab an alliance.
We talked about Arlie downstairs. These are the people we talked about. Talked about Arlie and how we think that he's ruthless in what he did, and that he's the biggest mastermind, and people would have to be stupid to keep him after the things that he's done, and that we really hope that he's not lying to everyone and trying to get him on his side and manipulating people. And if they did keep him, then they would totally be backstabbing. Like, he would have no problem doing it. I don't remember the word backstabbing, but whatever. Yeah. So we talked about.
I'm not too worried, but I was thinking like
that.
Just a fucking Sales and Roll, get that in their fucking mind, and they fucking do else, and then fucking he stays.
Well, like, it's a good thing she's out there right now, because it honestly pisses me off. Because
Neda?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I told her then, and she's like, no, and she went and talked to them. I told her, I was like, Neda, do not fucking dare flip out.
No.
It was the worst thing ever.
But the worst thing is that we didn't say anything bad. We literally talked about Arlie, Andrew, and Sabrina being a big cook. And how we're happy that we won. And Rochelle's probably dying upstairs, and so is Sabs.
Yeah.
But you seem nervous, honey.
Well, I could throw a big twist in the game.
Pardon?
To throw a big twist in the game.
Having her say that?
Yeah, 100%. And fucking they get in Allison's ear, and they're all for keeping Arlie now, and then...
Why would they believe Rochelle?
Allison? I don't know where Allison said that.
Well, I can go talk to Allison.
Do you think, do you know where her head's at?
Yeah, she talked to me right before all this happened.
And so what?
Because I talked to Arlie. Arlie tried to be like, use his sympathy vote on me, and I basically kept going with, well, you're probably leaving, but if anything happens, good on ya. And then I talked to her afterwards, and she was like, I'm really nervous. I'm like, well, what are you nervous about? And she's like, well, Sabrina and John have been talking in twos all day today. And I was like, so? And she's like, well, what about John? Is your music still on? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. And I was like, so what, like, it doesn't matter. Like, as soon as Sabrina's done talking to John, we know that John's going to tell us anyways. John is on our side. And she's like, yeah, but, like, you know that I have a little bit of problems trusting John. I'm like, I know that, but we're in an alliance with him, so you need to be okay.
She's sending Deli home.
Why would she send Deli home?
Because she just can't fucking stand him. He's just a dick to her and stuff like that. And she thinks if Riley does stay, he'd probably have no other choice but to work with them and whatever. And Allison.
Riley stabbed everyone in the back.
And apparently, I don't know, apparently she's said that I know all about you, Heather, Neda, and Allison Lyons know all about the other you, Neda, Heather, and Adele alliance. And we're not part of any of those.
So much shit has been going around the last 2 days.
That's two true things. It's two true things.
Okay, but the other part is that Adele came to me today and said not to say anything, but he told me about how people are trying to put in his head that you, me, and Neda want to go to the end together and take him out. But which doesn't make sense to me because I haven't said anything, and I wouldn't think that you guys would have said anything.
So who's putting in his head?
He said that Arlie, Sabrina, and Rochelle all said the same thing. So I think they came up with it because he said that it started because you and Neda were always close, and Neda thinks that in their theory she could take me to the end with you guys because you guys would both win over me, and then it'd be the last three.
Like anyone's fucking stupid enough to keep Arlie.
If they are, they're idiots. They really are idiots. But I'll try talking to, like, Allison today. Because honestly, we said nothing bad while we were down there.
No. Yeah, just tell her that.
And the fact that Rochelle is trying to put that in people's heads really just pisses me off. Because, like, sorry, when did you learn how to lip read?
She did, her brother's, speech problem. She's done sign language courses for like 8 years.
Sign language, not lip reading.
But that would be lip reading incorporated with the sign language.
Well, obviously she sucked ass at it.
Yeah, I'd say she could have just been making it up too.
I think that's exactly what she's doing. Like, she's not a dumb girl, and this would be the perfect opportunity for her to say something to wreck things.
So if you're sure that Allison's not going to keep Arlie, then we're fine.
Yeah. Well, she, like, right before this, she was all gung-ho. I was like, Arlie's campaigning so hard right now, and really, I know that I want this to be you, Netta, and I, and Allison, because I'm talking to Allison.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. And she's like, and I want it to be us three at the end, because I know that I won't win against the other girls. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, like, that's exactly how it's supposed to go. But, like, we just need Arlie gone. And we need to stick together. And she's like, no, I agree. And I was like, Arlie even tried campaigning to me and using sympathy. She's like, oh, no, man. Like, he did the exact same thing to me, too. And it's not fucking working. Like, I can't wait to see his ass go home.
I think we're stressing it too much.
Well, there's not really anything that we can do besides making sure that we talk to people. And then we'll find out on Thursday and we have to win HOH. It's really the only thing we can do.
So I don't think I'd even feel real confident. I need fucking you or fucking Netta to fucking win the HOH.
Or Adele.
Okay, well, I'm to the point now where if I do go up, I'm going to be expecting it. If I go up, then it is what it is, and I just have to go.
If you go up, I have a very strong feeling I'll be going with you.
I think.
Because they want to split up you and Netta. And that means if one of us comes off, then Netta still goes up.
Could be it too. Oh well, it is what it is now. Wednesday, whatever.
Either way, I have your back and I have Netta's back. And
I have both
gonna
your
do
girls' backs.
everything to make sure that Arlie goes home this week.
I'm not gonna do that. I showed you girls that I'm all in on. This is where I'm laying my cards down. This is what I want to do. You're the two people I trust absolute most in this house.
And it meant the whole world to me.
So
Oh, I believe you.
I'm gonna go get some food. And listen
It
to
was
music
so
and come down.
good.
So good, eh?
So good. Actually, I'm going to go and try and find Allison. I'll probably change my shirt because I don't need to wear her dress anymore.
Oh, what's her dress?
Yeah. Did we really look
You guys
okay
look
on
so
TV?
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll love looking at yourselves this season.
I'm so excited.
You'll love it. Yeah, you girls look great.
Good. Did the food look good? Sorry.
Amazing. The whole house looked Heather, you won't even understand it.
Really?
It is absolutely amazing.
The house looks that epic.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to hear, like, whatever the top chefs were saying.
Yeah.
They were really funny. Like, did you see them walking around with the pan?
No.
They, like, he literally put, like, lots of stuff that would smell really good that's in the pan downstairs, and he, like, seared it and then walked around the house with it trying to get the smell all around so you guys would smell the food.
So funny. Dick.
It's hilarious. And we were, like, sitting at the table talking about Arlie, and they were sitting, like, they were standing in the kitchen getting food ready, and they were talking about the people in their season for their show.
Really?
Yeah, because we were like, we're so sorry if we're so in awe right now. We just haven't seen other people. And they're like, oh, no, it's okay. We're the same way. And I'm like, what?
Wow. So was there anyone they didn't like on their show or anything?
They said, like, in their show?
Yeah.
They didn't tell us that part. They said they couldn't say, but we'd have to watch.
Oh, really?
And then they asked us lots of questions about being here, like, who's the biggest cooks, and, like, they're so nice. They're like, obviously, like, you guys need to go up to, like, and win this show because we're cooking for you. So if we cook for you, you need to win. And we're like,
That's
we're going to
so cute.
try.
So cute.
It's adorable. And I was really happy that I got to share it with Netta because she's my best girlfriend in this house.
Yeah.
And someone that, like, you can actually sit down with and, like, have a nice meal and be
enjoy it.
happy
Yeah.
and not be worried about what you say.
I'm glad the teams went well.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad teams that would have sucked. Imagine you can go and you would row one.
Sitting there the whole time hating my life, but trying to talk to them at the same time.
So funny.
We even asked them if it was time or thyme.
What'd they say?
It's time.
Time, eh?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And they said that anytime we want to, that we can go to where their chefs at, like their restaurants in Tio. And they're like, you can come anytime. You'll be like, VIP. We'll come and cook for you guys.
Aw.
Like, we'd love to see you again after this.
It's amazing.
And I was like, that's so cool. And the one guy has 2 daughters.
Oh, are they both married?
I didn't ask. I was going to, but we started asking them about like cooking and stuff like
Yeah.
that instead of personal lives.
Okay, yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
It's exciting.
I was like, I hope you guys watch Big Brother after. And you're like, oh, for sure. And I'm like, we'll be watching your show.
Yeah. So they're on right now, like, yes.
Yeah.
So, like, is there this live, like, airing, like...
There's airs live.
Wow.
Well, just as live as ours does, right?
It's amazing, really.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we have our little, what do they call it? Not followers, but herders. Not herders. Packers? The people that, like, take you around, like, because they can never be them by themselves.
Oh, ringers or whatever it's called, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they called? Can't remember.
I can't remember either, but they said they had their own too. And I'm like, oh, we know what that's like.
It's so awesome.
Yeah. They have like a driver that drives them to the grocery store so they can pick out their food and not talk to anyone.
So awesome.
And they audition for that show too. Like you like put in a resume. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine. So they own their own places or cook at a place?
One is opening up their own place.
Wow.
And the other one cooks at one.
Which one's opening up their own place?
It's so hard to say his name. The one that was the V.
The with the hair?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it opens up at the end of May. So they're like, oh, we need to all come to TO and have like a Big Brother cast like
That'd be
dinner
amazing.
there.
I'd do it.
Yeah, that'd be
Is
so
it-
sweet. You
yeah.
can bring Janelle and Living Bill.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Just call them up. I asked if we were allowed to have like their social media afterwards, so we can call them up and see where they're at.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, for sure. The Big Brother will give it to you guys after the show,
Amazing.
because we're not allowed to talk about it here,
Yeah.
right? So that'd be cool.
It's so cool.
Take them there.
All right, let's go eat. Oh, you can't eat.
You can't eat.
just ate.
I just ate.
You little
I'm
punk.
so full. I even finished Netta's chocolate ganache.
You did?
Yeah.